was guys, me of us. Messed up my own intro. It was guys, it's me of Ultimaster, and I'm here with Hal.
Howdy.
And we're back for episode 12 of Mega Man Battle Network. Star Force.
Battle Network.
Yes, we're totally playing Battle Network.
Network 2.0, Mega Man Star Force.
Last time we started Harp
New
Note.
and improved. Talk me about it.
Technically, I'm not wrong. Star Force is just a more advanced Battle Network.
It's the same timeline, but that's like saying Mega Man and Mega Man X are exactly the same. That's going to set some people off.
Well, we all have our different opinions on them.
I still want more Star Force, and I will forever stand by that.
You do that. You having fun with cancer over there?
Easy deleter. This minigame is a pain, even if you have the mod installed. Even when you have the GX monster, this minigame is still a pain.
Actually, I kind of found it a little bit easier with DX.
It is a bit easier, but it's still a bit of a pain, especially if you decide to do the bonus minigame he added, where you can try going for the longest survival time on this. Record, by the way, is 48 for me, for those wondering.
I think mine was in the 50s or something.
Yeah, I'm not skilled, I know it. Let's keep moving.
I gotta say, Harp Note's minigame is one of my favorites.
It is one of the better minigames that they have in Star Force 1.
Taurus was annoying.
Taurus is annoying. They have no. Sonia, please stop it. Whoops, need a flip.
Hold on.
It's alright.
Geo?
Yeah, it's me. You shouldn't hurt people. Come on. Let's go home, Sonia.
I am Harp Note. Don't get in my way. If you continue to stand against me, I won't show any mercy to you either. I like Harp Note's design.
I do. Sonia.
Hey. If you end up fighting her, you can't hold back. If you do, we're toast.
Echo H2, let's go.
Oh yeah, Harp Note's the only one without a designated area for her, isn't she?
Yeah, she's this game's world boss. You know how Mega Man RPG games like to have a world boss.
I think Battle
You know, the ones that
with...
don't have their own zone.
I think Battle
Network had the same thing too.
Which one?
Do I need to go through... Again, I've never played 1, 2, so I can't call out which one's on them. But 3, we had Drill Man. 4 as a whole world boss is nothing but. Except for Shay Man. He was the only bloody exception.
I think Bound Arc 1 was,
In 5, we have Shadow Man or Gyro Man, depending on your version. And in 6, Circus Man, technically.
technically, if we're counting 5, we can also say the Liberation missions as well.
I would call those sub-dungeons and not really world bosses, because they're not like, using the zones or upgrading the zone's difficulty, which tends to be the case of world bosses.
Yeah, but Drillman didn't really upgrade the internet's difficulty in Bound Arc 3.
I know, I was just saying, that's a common occurrence, but it's not universal.
I think...
Again, Bound Arc 4.
I'm not...
To be fair, Shade Man and Gyro Man basically just use the Scilab comm, which was completely new when we get there, as always, to move forward.
I'm
You
not
get what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm not a fast reactor.
Oh, also in 3, we also had Bubble Man on top of Joe Man.
Oh yeah,
And
Hades
2, I
out.
think from what I've heard, wasn't it Cutman who was into the world boss?
I'd have to take a look.
What I've heard. And I don't know who the world boss is, but you know how these Mega Man games like to do it. Anyways, please stop following me. I'm the same as you. What's the same? You can't understand how I feel. Ha!
I have terrible reaction speed. So if multiple notes show up on the screen like that,
Whoops, I skipped the line. Didn't see it. Dang it. This is basically just the battle of 100 trials again.
yeah, but
And I accidentally have my B key while I was looking away to see what you were up to. Dang it.
in Bound Arc 5, you can still use the directional pad.
You only could use the directional pad. And it was weird because you had to input diagonal commands. Straight commands sometimes bugged out and didn't work, so you always had to command them diagonally.
Did we get to that part in Bound Arc 5 yet?
No, we got stopped at Scilab.
Because Discord was bugging out on screen shares.
No more Tristan lost his save data multiple times and he got freaking pissed. Okay, stop here because this is one of my things I screwed up and got cut off.
Ha! Where's my music note boat thing?
Wouldn't that be a surfboard?
I guess. Hoverboard?
Like, how come we can't jump after them?
If it was just me, I could make it. But with you as Mega Man, nope, no can do.
Isn't Mr. Boyle's lab that way? We've got to hurry!
Good, my HP was getting low.
So how's it feel to have 3 boss fights in a row on your channel?
Not that surprising. I think it happened with me and Tristan a couple times on Bound Arc 1 and 2.
Yeah, it also happened with me. I'm pretty sure I was the boss fight holder when we were playing 4 every single time.
Did we skip 4 or did we go all the way? Like,
We did all the way on 4. That's what I was part of.
I know, but I wasn't too sure with, like, how my game and Discord acted.
I'm pretty sure we did all of 4. I could be wrong, but I knew I was there for 3, and it should have been there for 4, and we should have gone through all 4 before we did.
I know you and Tristan.
Well, maybe
had
Tristan
to,
is just on.
I know you and Tristan had to record my gameplay at one point.
Again, that's why we started using Parsec.
Hey, I got Brave Sword.
Nice pull.
Oh, I got 2 of them. Huh. When did that happen?
Last recording, if I remember correctly. But still, Brave Sword's a bloody Brave Sword. It's a good chip. It's a bad longsword.
Because it can cut through shield?
And it does more damage.
Yep, I'm using the transfers auto select. It's still, I guess it chose one of the barriers. That's fine.
I hate having to deal with Brave Sword enemies, though. They're a pain.
Sickness!
And I'm getting a habit of not switching. I need to remember to get back into the habit of switching.
You could do what I do and just only switch from the main.
No, that's not very good content for the viewer if they have to look at a tiny screen to see what's happening.
I can grab Mop Knuckle, Fire Bazooka, or Chain Bubble. Or should I just say for that 5,000 HP memory?
That's what I'm doing. I'm saying for the HP mem. Mem.
HP Mem!
Mem!
What are we doing?
Oh, nearby I'm being a TF2 nut. Mem is a very common, very old meme in the TF2 community. Yeah, myself.
Hey, it goes through the Brave Sword enemy's stone form.
No! I took another hit. No, I hate that.
How dare you take hits, Hal? You're not allowed to take hits.
My Propeller Man strategy failed me.
Your Proto Man strategy? What?
Propeller Man, I'm just spinning. Ah! Well, I fired a shot that way. Why did it break?
Because game logic. Ah, crap.
It's this specific one I always have trouble with.
Is it because of the 3? When it starts sending 3 at you?
I don't know. I've been fine with other times. Some of the things have happened, but nope, not there. Well, that's perfect. Recovery! Cygnus Ring! Delator! Quick song, really?
Yeah, that was my fault. I didn't click on the button. If I get deleted in this minigame, feel free to make fun of me.
You can't get deleted. You'll be stuck at 1 HP and it caps you there.
Correction, if I get to 1 HP, feel free to make fun of me.
Just constantly hold down the button.
Alright,
Just move around as you see the notes.
that does work.
That's what I do. I was just getting lazy and fed up, and I was like, you know what? Time to be a helicopter! And it didn't work.
There we go. I'm at 90 HP. I took 200 damage.
Alrighty. Yep. Sonia. Why do you want to stop me so badly? I understand how you feel. Sonia. I mean, Harp Note. You can't let this nonsense lead you astray. There's no one in the world who can truly know how another human being feels. That boy is a bad boy, trying to trick you. If you don't get rid of him now, you will only regret it later.
Don't get in my way. I see you're just as good as a sweet sucker as ever, Lyra.
What are you talking about, Mega? It's been a while, Mega. Sorry, but would you mind staying out of my way? After all, the fun is just about to start. I'm going to use Sonia and the power of music to control planet Earth. So what are you planning to do with that boy?
I only have one goal. To ship them both.
Oh, and kill the king.
To have my revenge on... And also to have my revenge on the FM King.
But mainly because we want to ship those two.
This arc is just this. This is all we're gonna joke about this arc.
I see. The higher ups have their eyes on you and have been looking for you, you know.
I usually don't like to beat up ladies. Since you were nice enough to tell me about the higher ups, I might just take you on a date, Lyra. I mean, I won't hurt you too bad.
How kind of you. But we're gonna do what I like this time. I'm not going to let you get in my way.
Then we don't have a choice. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
If you go easy on me because I'm a woman, you'll be sorry. Let's go, Harp Note.
Hey, Gio.
What are you talking about?
Get some revenge on the Megasis. It's got nothing to do with you, so stop talking. Here they come.
Sounds like it has everything to do with me.
Give them all you got. Harp Note, apart from her minigame being my favorite minigame,
She's not that hard of a boss. DX makes her a nightmare, but she's not that hard on her own.
she's also my favorite boss in this game.
Okay, so as you saw, she has those boom boxes which you can destroy, and they don't regenerate for a stupidly long time. And if most of the attacks I stun you, but that one attack, as you notice, paralyzes you, confuses you. But most paralyzed, she has, of course, the boom boxes. She has her little heart wave attack, and then she has her strings, which, if they hit you, breaks through your shield, so you have to dodge it.
And the Heart Wave you can only shield.
Guard. And by the way, those strings do more damage than you think because she hits multiple times with it. And you can see I'm out of practice because we haven't done this in a while.
It's been a couple weeks. See, she only has one boombox left. And that's because I
But it
destroyed
does
the other
repair
one.
itself over time.
And she's on 82 HP, so a Ghost Pulse will finish her off. I didn't swap screens, whoops!
That's why I get in the habit of always swapping strings about. It makes it so you don't forget.
No, I must protect my music.
How long are you continue saying that? Do you think your mom would be happy to know you're hurting other people with your music?
You don't know a thing about how I feel.
Yes, I do. My dad's gone too. That's why I know what it's like to lose someone who is so important to you, who you love very much. And that's what it's like to be forced into things.
Also, don't forget to swap back as well.
Mm-hmm. In my case, it's about going to school. I'm scared of getting close to other people. I keep thinking, what if I found someone I really liked? Maybe one day they'll disappear, just like Dad did. And I became scared. That's why I didn't want to go to school. But the teachers forced me to go anyways. It got so bad I even thought about running away and never coming back.
This is a heartfelt moment.
The thing that stopped me was something that my mom said to me. She said, "You don't have to go if you don't want to. When you think you're ready, then go." If Mom hadn't said that to me, maybe I would have ended up doing the same, something I'd regret now. That's who I am, so I understand you. And I want to help you.
You felt like that too?
There's a lot of people waiting for you for your song. You don't have to sing now, but one day, when you feel like singing again, you should sing for those people who love your songs. I think. I said I think. Why aren't you finishing us off?
I told you. I don't like to beat up on women.
Now I see. We have already lost this fight. There is only a disgraceful punishment waiting for me if I return like this. I know! I know what I'm going to do now.
Hey! You can't be serious!
Of course I'm serious.
I was only joking!
I'm glad I came to this planet. And I'm glad I got to meet Sonia. Don't worry, I'm not interested in the FMM crowd anymore. You only get one life to live, and I plan to live it here and have fun. I wonder if you knew this planet has a saying. As fickle as a woman's heart.
I don't think that's how the saying goes.
Lyra gets so many things wrong. Trust me, wait until you see the humor that actually involves her in 3. Usually actually means to be happy is really, really sad.
Thanks for the reminder that I need to start playing Black Ice a little bit more. Because I kind of stopped on that. That's what I was afraid of. You know, if you stay, they'll be after you too.
That's where you come in.
Don't volunteer me! From now on, I'm allergic to women. That's not what you said earlier, Terry.
Raise a new flag for Pegasus, I guess. Hey, wait a second, Mega. Did I get saying this?
If they get all weird in the head again, we'll get them good. You'll see, kid.
You won't need to worry about that. I'll watch over Lyra and make sure she doesn't cause any more trouble. And you won't see me using my beloved music for evil ever again. Geo?
Yes?
I'm going to give up being a singer for now.
What?
Until now, I prefer music for myself. I want to start over with my studies, and one day start singing again. I want to sing for the people who will wait for me and my mama's song. But first, I have some work to do.
Work?
I'm going to build the best stage ever!
Three days later.
3 days later.
Sonia held her retirement concerts at Echo Ridge's own Vista Point.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. This is my last song. Good night, Mama. La la la.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't.
Everyone, I want to thank you all for supporting me. I'm sorry I canceled my concert so suddenly. I made you sad because I wasn't strong. Today, I'm retiring. But with this, I'm going to move beyond the weak person I was yesterday. One day when I'm stronger, I'll stand on the stage again.
Sonia, don't quit!
Ah, Sonia! I don't want you to quit!
We're here for you, so please don't quit!
Sonia!
Sonia, we love you!
Sonia!
Sonia.
I've got so many people supporting me, and all I can think about is myself. Everyone, I promise I'll be back. Thank you for everything.
Imagine this episode actually stopping on the 30-minute mark.
Even though the show had ended, the clapping kept on going. And then...
Thank you for coming today, and for helping me move on.
I'm sure your mom was watching too.
Yeah. Well, it's time for me to go. I've got to try and make it by myself now. Why am I crying? I told myself I have to be strong.
That doesn't mean you can't cry. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is cry.
True.
What's wrong?
She's crying! I saw on the TV recently that on Earth it's a crime to make a woman cry. Hurry up and do I realized what voice I was doing. That was Buzz. That was Bud's voice.
You are doing both.
Hurry up and...
I'm panicking so much I became a different person. She's always decided to live on her own. What can I do?
Anything you can solve on your own can be overcome with the help of a friend. Other people can make us stronger, and we can give other people strength too. If every person on this planet were connected by brother bands, we'd all live in a wonderful world where we could support each other.
I wonder if I could stop her tears by becoming brothers with her.
Other people can make us stronger, and we can give other people strength too.
But what can I?
Be brave, Geo!
Dad. So,
Gee, you're terrible with women,
please
Geo.
become brothers with me.
Geo, you messed it up even more!
Okay.
Never mind. You're such a smooth talker, Geo.
Wait, what? Sonia Strum is now your bro!
Hey, Geo. I'm glad we can become brothers. My link abilities are First Barrier and Undershirt.
First barrier is basically what it does. It gives you a barrier at the start of the battle.
As long as you have at least 2 HP, you drop to 1 when you take a hit, instead of going to 0.
So basically, they do what they do in Battle Network.
Yep.
I guess I should get going.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be okay from now on, because we're connected. Now I have something to remind me I'm not all alone in this big world. I can stop worrying about that starting today. I have to work hard to find the new me. I'm sure you can find a new you too, Geo. Let's both work hard at it!
Okay. And remember, you can't tell anyone about my secret.
The one about the alien living in your transer? Well, no one would believe me even if I did.
Whoa! What is
What
with these Zingwin waves?
Zingwing waves!
I was about to merge
The
Z
ultimate
and
penguin waves! Penguin.
Can I call it that now? Whenever Copper shows
Zingwing
up.
waves!
What's with these Zingwin waves?
Zingwing waves!
I'm calling it that now. Whenever Copper shows up.
Good luck keeping a straight face when we gotta do serious stuff with that line. Somehow I think that guy would. Man, this is bad. There's no way to escape.
Lyra, let's go! Hiya!
She can still do that.
Karate chop notes. Oh.
I think that's the only... actually, I don't know. I might have to retract that statement.
Okay, she's really going this time. I'll contact
you later, okay? And thank you for everything.
We'll meet again, Mega. It's almost like we're going steady. Almost.
Shut up, Lyra!
You peaked so high on my end, I could barely hear you.
I hate her.
Huh. Can a brother band really do that?
Don't ask me. You just had to go and become brothers, huh?
Meanwhile, she mentally fist pumping that he's moved on to first base. Brother band. I guess with this, I became a little stronger. Right, Dad? What's going on? My pendant is... What is this supposed to mean?
Was it? Is this double rainbows fiasco?
Gone. What was that all about? Could be a message from Dad?
Hey, while this old guy's still a cold, let's get while the getting's good and go home. I bet your mom wouldn't know about your pendant.
That's true. I should ask her what she might know. That's enough excitement for one day. I better go home now.
Sing wind waves. Huh.
He's taking a step up in his relationship goals that he doesn't have, but everyone else is doing in the background.
While Mega's shipping Sonia and Geo. I don't know, Geo could probably be shipping Mega and Lyra.
No.
No, Geo wouldn't do that. Sonia
no,
would.
Gio wouldn't.
Sonia would.
Sonia would. I can almost see her teasing Lyra in the back. Every time Lyra brings up how she likes Gio, and then she just punches back with how Lyra feels about Exorcist.
Actually, why did I make Mega the shipper of those two? Shouldn't it have been Lyra doing that?
Lyra would definitely be a shipper.
Better idea. Both Mega and Lyra.
They ship the two of them. Lyra's trying to ship herself with Omegasus. Omegasus wants none of it.
Can we just call this episode the shipping episode?
I don't really put titles on things, but if you want to call that in your head, go ahead. Hey.
What would you call this then?
What else would it be? Ships a sail.
But sadly, it's my episode, not yours.
And again, I don't really put titles on these. I keep the titling and naming of things to roleplay videos.
I barely do. Not really for Let's Plays anymore, though.
Where am I?
Hey, Geo!
Vegeta!
Don't make me go Nappa. I already have to do one abridged character.
Mega! I'm haunting you.
Where are we? There isn't anything around. I want to give I feel like I should give someone abridged Zarbon. I'm sorry for whoever voiced Zarbon there, but...
And where and how did we end up here?
When and how did we end up here?
I don't know.
Oh, crap.
You are in your subconscious.
I guess since they're pretty much doing the same line, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's just for me, the positions are different.
What the? Geo. How do you know my name?
As
As
for
for the one in your... Oh. Okay, you do that one.
as for the one in your arm, it's the Ephemian Omegasis, correct? They knew even my name. Who are these guys?
We are they who watch over you. And
Okay,
they who will continue to watch.
okay, this is getting kind of confusing because we have separate.
I know, and there's nothing we can goddamn do about it.
It's because we decide to play different games.
Yep. Now, if we had a third person here, they would even have more messed up, and we would be like, eh.
It would
Because
have
then
been
the fact that we can't control.
It would have been easier if we did the same game, honestly.
But then there's no fun with showing differences
True.
and how you'd build differently with different games.
True.
What are you guys talking about?
Geo, I sense a strange aura around them. I don't think that's good news for us.
Are they enemies? FMians? We have come only to warn. Right now, your existence is very small. However, it will determine the ultimate fate of this planet, Earth. What does that mean? Glimmer, 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 glimmer.
Honestly, out of just the main designs, Leo has the best one, I think.
Dream? Wow, weird dream. I didn't have one like that before. Huh? The pendant's glowing! You just sleep with that, Geo? You don't leave it on a bedside table or something?
He doesn't have a bedside table. He has a desk.
Why did they put it on his desk? The pendant's glowing. What does this mean? And it stopped. Hey, Mega, did you have the same dream?
Yeah. There were three strange shadows, and they kept grumbling about something. I didn't understand any of it.
Well, you weren't the only one. Speaking of things we don't get, I woke up, the pendant was glowing again. Did something happen? Does it have to do something with the dream?
Well, it was also lit up when you made that brother band.
I wonder what this really is. I don't think it's a plain old pendant anymore. Maybe it's got some special function.
You seem to care a lot about it.
Well, it's a memento of my dad.
Well, let's go ask your mom about it.
Okay. But that will have to wait!
Well, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to leave a like, comment your favorite part of the video. Both how and the playlist will, both how's channel and the playlist will be down in the description below. If you haven't already looked at them, both. How is an amazing content creator, gotta say.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all next time. Have a good one, everyone.
Till then, bye-bye!